All right, we're live. What's up? What's up, Luke? How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
You chilling?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man.
Yeah, long time no see. We didn't have to close the door. We didn't have the opportunity. Hold on. They talk, yeah, Luke.
Yeah. Welcome guys to the Empowered Man podcast. Thank you guys for joining in while we dive into social dynamics, gender, politics, and level up men's lifestyles decisions for their health, finances, and it's gonna be an interesting, talk for the next hour. Get ready for empowering discussions that'll help you thrive in all aspects. Also, feel free to comment, give us your opinion. Please be respectful. Also, subscribe, like, and yeah, today's topics we'll be diving into Steve Harvey's relationship problems, discussing the importance of modesty, and exploring the controversy between the Burkini ban in France. Get ready for an insightful conversation, guys.
All right, let's put the intro. All right, we're back. What's up, Luke, man? What week and a half we didn't see each other, my brother. We
Yeah,
are here.
man.
The Empowered Man podcast. We're here to talk men issues and men stuff. We're going to go over everything that under the sun today. Missed you very much, Luke. Looking forward to doing this show today. I hope it goes right. You know how I am. I get excited and I start to fucking mumble and my speech impairment gets in the way. You know what's up? So you say, what's going on with Steve Harvey, man?
Yeah. So it's hasn't been confirmed by him, but there's been multiple media outlets and also a couple of people
That's it.
on Twitter and Instagram and all over TikTok about his wife Marjorie
Yeah,
cheating
that's his
and
book. You see what his book says?
act like a lady, think like a man.
That's why he fucked up. That's why the you can't act like a lady. You need to be a man. The guy's 66 years old and the hoe is 58 years old. We always say that high value men usually are in control of the situation. But the guy proved us wrong because, when you write a book like that, act like a lady and what I think like a man, you already lost the game. So the whole
Absolutely.
so sometimes you could elevate a hoe, but you cannot keep her from being a hoe. This is it's beyond your control. But you had to
But
vet it for 16 years. You fucked up, and this is how she pays you back.
for his a man of his age that's supposed to be giving out relationship advice,
Yep.
he didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. Let's keep it honest here.
What's that?
Uh,
Crickets?
he was married to a woman that came into the relationship already with a child, and if you look at the mannerisms of that child, she's hopping from man to man. She's all over social media getting talked about how she was hopping from man to man. And where do you think she learned this behavior? She learned it from the mother. And it's crazy that he trusted her with all this, with all this value. This guy is
Well,
very famous,
everyone is a product of the environment they come from, right or wrong. You
correct?
understand? If you come from a polluted water, you are fucking a polluted individual. If you come from clean water, you're a clean individual. I don't know about his wife's past, but it is very disrespectful to a man who's a multimillionaire, probably has $100 million under his belt. He elevated her to a queen. You see how those pictures he takes with her. He dresses her good. He shows her off and all that stuff. She's not a young
Absolutely.
she's not a young chicken. She's about 58 years old. She's about she already hit that 60 mark.
For her to even have a man and try to retain him, and she doesn't even offer anything to the table. Like
Yeah,
she fucked the freaking chef
yeah,
and the bodyguard. Like if you were cooking
yeah.
or I had a female chef, you think that would have went down?
No,
No, you know what I'm saying?
I tell you that the other day. I said hire men, hire women. That's it. Fuck it. You get to do the fucking. Go ahead.
And he's out here. He built this whole career
Yeah.
and had all these shows and is always on the news when the ball drops. And
I'm going to tell you what.
now, now people, what they gonna know him for?
I'm
For
going.
his wife cheating.
I'm going to give you an idea what I think happened, what went down. They denying it right now, but usually what they say, where there's a smoke, There's fire, right? It's a fire someplace. So nothing comes out of nothing. Usually, when a rumor starts, it has
some truth to it.
some truth to it, because nothing just come up like that out of thin air. So the guy's probably too embarrassed. Probably he made a deal with her. They're gonna show in front of the people as a united front. It never happened. They're gonna do some background dealing, wheeling, maybe get a divorce later on. Now you have a lot of money involved. You don't know if he had a prenup. We don't know what he had. So he probably has something on her. Maybe he has a videotape on her. If he has it, he's good. If he's smart enough, then he could blackmail her ass.
Maybe it's because of, I'll say it's a couple of things. One, his whole brand and his whole niche is relationship advice. He can't be giving advice and shit is happening to him. Right. So that throws out his whole points of relationship advice. If it's happening to him, what makes you think people are going to listen to him? And two, I think also people are going to try to spin the narrative. If he tries to retaliate or anything or any shape or form, they're going to say, oh, well, he was always traveling, never showed her attention. Yeah. You know, the woman had to do what she had to do, or he was abusive or caused her emotional stress. They're never really going to make the women take accountability for what she's done. And you see it now, even on social media. Nobody's even saying anything about her. They're saying, damn, Steve Harvey. There's all videos of Steve Harvey being posted.
Well, Steve Harvey got a lot of respect in the black community, and he came from nothing. He used to live in his car, man. You heard the story. He was broke as fuck. He made it. Somehow he got lucky. Because Hollywood, sometimes they have this thing where they say is one black man at a time. They don't pick like 2 stars. They always make 1 star. Then until they get tired, and they always say they have this saying in Hollywood. Well, the whole issue here is it is embarrassing for a man. It is damaging to his brand. But he should not be embarrassed or shameful. She did the shit. You understand what I'm saying? He should be embarrassed. He should fucking dispose of. If he has any videotape, put that shit out, man. Fight fire with fire. You should probably she's either blackmailing him or he's blackmailing her.
If you ever seen any of his videos where he gives advice of how to treat your women, he always says to give her flowers and all of this and give her it. He doesn't recognize his own value. He never talks about if you have this type of fame or this type of finances value, this how to eventually vet for women. Yeah. And he obviously didn't vet this one properly. You're a man at your age, you should be like Leonardo DiCaprio, getting 20 years old, running in and out of your mansion. Instead you took this recreational whore and housed her, and now she embarrassed you and caused you so much pain. Probably you can't even show it on television. He's gonna be the next Will Smith and Jada with the entanglement.
You know what? You hit it right on. I was just thinking about that right now when you got to it. Maybe it is. Maybe this guy's gonna say, "Okay, I'm gonna swallow what you did. You did it. You did it. Don't do it again." And let's everybody live. I'm 66 years old. I really don't give a fuck what you do anymore. I just want to make my money, travel the world, be on TV. Do all that, those game shows, all that stuff, and that's it. You get to eat, and that's it. Do you think he has a prenup? Sure, I think he should have one, right? He's not that dumb.
To be honest, the way he talks, I wouldn't doubt if he never even made one or even talked about it, because he gives so much credit to women that he feels like he's invincible and that there's not evil women out there. Right. He's been doing this for years, and I'm more of a red pill type of guy, so I see all his flaws. I see the way he talks about relationships. I'm not a hardcore red pill guy, so don't. But he went about it all wrong, and it's cost him a tremendous amount of backlash from the media, and it's going to be very, very detrimental to his career.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a Will Smith situation. She probably got him by the balls, and because he's showing this united front. They're going out right now, the eat, all that stuff, so they could get the picture taken by the paparazzi. Listen, when there's a rumor, it has some ingredients of truth to it. Nothing comes out of nothing. I love this saying when they say if they smoke, what is it?
There's fire.
That's right. All right. So let's hope. Let's wish him well. I hope he get rid of that fucking 304 and fucking live his life.
this is gonna leak into our conversation of
Yeah.
modesty. You know,
Right.
they're gonna try to desensitize
Yeah.
the whole situation
Yeah.
and blame the man in the situation and say that hey, he didn't treat her a certain type of way, or he was always away, never showed her attention.
Break
It's
down
it's
modesty. What is modesty to you?
modesty it's been many different ways and forms of modesty. You know, you could represent modesty by the way you dress, by the
Right.
way you talk, by the way you conduct business, by the way you do everything, you know. And this era that we live in Western society, we've been
Right.
desensitized to all these modesty aspects of us. um you know, we're going to talk about the ban in
I,
France.
I'm gonna show you something. Okay. If you was a husband, Luke, what do you prefer? Your wife go to the beach as?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Definitely not on the left.
I mean,
Uh,
why do you think a state and a government is pushing for women to be naked and nude? I don't understand that. I don't understand these fucking Western governments, man.
so I was looking into this earlier, and what I was seeing on the media in
Yeah.
France, it
Yeah.
was a couple of, you know, public representatives from the
Yeah.
France court, and this is retaliation, and they're saying, quote unquote,
Yeah.
that it's a retaliation against the ISIS attacks that's been occurring in France. But
Yeah.
if you look at the whole idea of this whole banning of burkinis at the beach,
Yeah.
why is it only targeting women at the beach? Why is it not for more populated locations like big buildings or the downtown, or
What
you know?
I missed the conversation. What is it?
So they're targeting, they're retaliating because of the ISIS attacks that's happening in France. That's what I believe it is.
What has to do with nude women? I mean, why do nuns walk around dressed like that?
So what they're saying is that for this people are feeling unsafe because they don't know if these women have bombs, so-called
Yeah.
you know, they're trying to throw the regular stereotype about Muslims. But if you're gonna run with that, why not go to malls or schools and say people can't wear big coats or this
Yeah.
baggy jeans or this or sweaters where you can't see somebody's body figure? You know, let's not just stop there. But you could clearly see it's a clear indication of Islamophobia. It's
Yeah.
a clear indication of retaliation because 2 months prior to that, if you look at the girls' soccer teams in
Yeah.
France, they banned them from wearing hijabs for playing soccer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, this is not even a physical sport where you're touching the other player. So and
I think the French are insecure as a society. Even they have issue with the English language, the way they handle themselves. There are people who try to portray this strong culture, whatever it is, and it's not, man. You've been beat up
it's
twice.
they have no culture, and they're trying to lie on social media and all types of media outlets and say that these people are oppressed or they're causing danger to other people and causing them to feel unsafe. This is all complete bullshit.
So
You know,
they're saying that these women, if they wear this thing to a pool, they might blow up the people in the pool. I don't understand that, man.
it's I,
I don't say fucking Western men when they go to the beach and they bring their wife naked like that and they drinking beer as other guys fucking masturbate to
it,
their wives in the beach.
if
I don't
you look at
understand that fucking thinking, man.
if you look at France, they've been demasculating men for a long time.
Long time, yeah.
They're having riots right now with the whole LGBT situation and
No,
the
no, they sexually emasculate. They only do oral shit. They want to invent all that oral shit because they can't use their the original equipment.
yeah. It's, but they're trying to. What I don't get here is if this is truly a free world, why is your objective morality my only choice?
Right.
You know, what makes the French white man my objective morality? You
Yeah.
know, people draw their objective morality from the
Yeah.
Bible, from the
Yeah.
Quran, from
Yeah.
the Torah. Who
Yeah.
are you to tell me that I'm supposed to dress on modesty? And a lot of people say, you know, Western society is a backward society.
I want to ask you a question. I know this is off topic. If you met a girl right on Tinder, whatever, on an app, let's say
Okay.
you went out, you had dinner, you ate, you spent like $200, and then you ask her, you call her 2 days later, and she said, "No, I'm not interested." Should you ask for your money back?
I mean,
I would.
it, here's the thing. I've always recognized women that were interested or not interested,
They just want to eat. That's a
and
sub. They could be just fucking
I
serial
know
eaters.
there's a bunch of women out there that got men just for food, men to pay their phone bill, men to drive them around, men to lend them things, and they keep a whole list of these men. I just never end up on any of their lists because I choose not to. You know, I'd be like, hell no.
Because I was this really happened. I was reading it on the New York Post. Because when you meet a women at abs, I said it before, or men, it's like going to the fucking, like the rescue where you rescue cats and dogs. You don't know what you're gonna get. Maybe the shit is damaged. Maybe the shit has some trauma to it. Maybe you go sleep and the bitch start choking you. Maybe some of these women just use women to get free dinner, free lunch, free food. The
See,
best.
the problem behind all of this that the women don't recognize is, yeah, they're feminists and they want to have equal rights. There's nothing equal about making a man pay for the whole dinner. You
No,
know, you want him to have chivalry. Chivalry in itself is sexist.
right.
You can it's basically the definition of chivalry is treating somebody based upon their gender, treating them better. And I don't know how they don't recognize that. You want chivalry, and then you want to be
My my
independent.
my advice to guys is the first date should be to fucking, what do you call that, Starbucks. Go have a cup of coffee for an hour, drink coffee, and talk. There's a lot of people sitting down playing with their computers in there. Spend like $10 on the coffee, see how it is, then you feel the vibe. Don't spend your money on three or fours that you don't know. This is an
Right.
empowered man podcast. We're here to stand up for the men and talk for the men only. Don't spend your money. You don't need to go. People don't. You don't need to go to a movie theater. First of all, if you ever have
Movie
the first,
theaters are the
that's the
lamest
dumbest shit you could
dates.
ever do
It's
because
the lamest dates
yeah,
ever.
because you're gonna shut down the conversation.
Yeah,
The movie ends and
you
everybody
shut
goes
down the
home.
conversation
Yeah,
and the person is halfway asleep. If it's a
yeah,
long movie, it's a terrible movie. You didn't even have time to vet if it's a good movie or if you're gonna like it, because
yeah.
most of the time we go to look at new movies we
No
never seen
restaurants
before.
all the time. See, I mean, you should spend your money. That's it. I mean, you gotta be first of all, because you don't
Those
know how
are
it's
for
gonna.
more intimate down the line after
Yeah,
you
second date,
guys
third date.
get.
Yeah.
No, not even. I'm talking about after years. You know what I'm saying? This is a more intimate thing.
Oh,
You
the
first,
movie theater, but the restaurant you could
yeah,
go after second, third date
yeah,
if you
and
feel
keep
if
it
you feel
simple.
yeah
No fancy restaurants.
yeah
Keep it
that's it, yeah
simple.
yeah.
No fancy restaurants.
Because that's
Uh,
fake anyway. That's fake when you go to all these
yeah,
restaurants.
if you're looking for a wife, you know what I'm saying. Don't take her to no fancy restaurant, because it's if you lead with your wallet, she's just gonna find another clown with a bigger
Yeah,
wallet after she takes you to
yeah,
the cleaners. It
transactional relationship. Yeah.
it never really works out.
When you spend money automatically, or you show your money too much, you automatically move the relationship to a transactional relationship, and then becomes a habit for her just to use you for your money, and it's not a relationship
Absolutely
no more. You understand? You gotta
right.
let her know that your money is your money, and you gotta let her know where she stand or where you stand as a person who comes from a traditional view, that you're looking for women that is more respectful, that is submissive, that wants to build a home with you together. If she can't stay home because you guys can't afford, she could work, but eventually you have to plan for her to stay home and raise the children. That's the only way you're
Right.
gonna go, man. That's the only way it's gonna happen. That's the best way. That's the best life. I don't understand because when you look at it, I was watching this guy. I think his name's Rolo something. I forgot his name. I have his book. The male something, the rational male. Oh, that was
Uh
it. That was the noise from me. I got some noise. We got a fan on or something.
oh no, that was
Oh,
a motorcycle passing by.
okay. So the whole idea, he said that after they gave the women in 1965 the birth control pill, is that that's the time they gave the women, they started fucking giving the women their independence, because they started having sexual intercourse outside the marriage, because there was no fear of getting pregnant and looking bad
right.
from the neighbors. And then the corporate America came and said,
It,
"Listen, we have the Vietnam War. We need workers. We got
it gave
immigrants,
them
but yeah, let's
it
bring
gave
these
them
fucking
more of a reason not to take accountability. Women
yeah,
and women are allergic to accountability. You can't make them take accountability.
yeah,
So this gave them a passageway to do these things,
yeah,
and it just later on evolved into this third wave feminist movement that we got.
being hoes, eh?
Absolutely.
You see these women sometime on Fresh and Fit podcast. He said, "Would you, if you had a rich man and he's taking you in, and he asked you to do one thing is to shut down your Instagram account, they won't do it.
It won't do it.
You know why,
They,
right? Because they want to
they
keep their
want to have
option.
one. They want to have one foot in the door and one foot, and
Yeah,
that is it's crazy how people don't recognize that
it's
you
fucking
have.
hoes, man. They saying, would you give your Instagram account and you have a millionaire husband and you're living good? You don't have to. They said no. They want to keep those fucking nude pictures. They want to keep those DMs just in case it doesn't work out. They're already thinking about the next plan where to eat. These are the fucking nomad hoes, man. They
They
move
have
from place to
desensitized the
yeah,
public
yeah. They
by
move
all
from
these
place to place.
celebrities. By
These are
all
the
these celebrities showing that they share their wives, that they're swingers, they make it a normal thing. So now it
yeah. But
becomes normalized.
how do you how does a guy knows that this girl is it? You know what I'm saying? How do you do? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
So for
it's crazy because you meet the guys, they meet these girls. You know, we read about the statistics that 20% of the men are having sex with. Let's go down. I heard it says that 80 beta, 20 80 no 20 20 alpha and 80 buck beta. That means the 20 are getting all the sex and the 40s are spending all the
right.
monies on the girls. So
So
when go ahead.
these women are being shared and recycled by the top 20% of these men, the high earners, the 6 feet tall, regardless if they're obese, married, or this and that, just because of their finances and status.
And
They
what
can
happens to the women? The women they hold on so long that they lose value in their age and the time, and they have to settle for some shit guy that they never wanted to, or end up alone. I swear to God, I read the statistic was fucking crazy, man. There's some women that 1 out of 4 women they're gonna rich, educated women. 1 out of 4 of them gonna end up lonely, no husband, no children, at the end of their life because they were playing the game, waiting for that offer from the 20% alpha males. They never got it, and they just lost all. And
I'm
some
gonna
women,
say a couple of years from now, maybe 10, 20 years from now, it's gonna be a high rate of mental health issues coming from these women because they're gonna be hitting this old age and be single mothers, some of them, or just have a promiscuous past
you already have it, don't you?
that's been on the internet.
Every time I watch TV, one of these rich hoes, they say, "Oh, I got a therapist." Oh, you got a therapist too? Everybody starts cheering. The crowd, hey, she got a fucking therapist. Everybody has a fucking problem.
And they prescribe them
Huh?
happy pills.
Yeah, well, a lot of them. I was seeing. I was like, you just thank you. This is a statistic started in 2010. The prescription for antidepressant went up to the roof. You know why? Social media exploded, and these women got exposed to the social media. Then they started to fish, they started to be in fish in an ocean of social media. Then they started about their looks, about their thing. A lot of them are fucking drugged out, man. A lot of women are drugged out on antidepressant. They don't have a good life, especially those hoes in fucking
And
Instagram and those
they
idiots,
try to
college
replace
idiots.
the people that's missing in their lives, like their husband or a child, with pets
Yeah,
or weird fetishes, or go into sex work and think this is something
disgusting.
that's going to replace it or is equivalent to what they would have if they would have got married, had kids, had grandkids,
You see
and
how
lived
some
a
of them
healthy life.
when you watch Fresh and Fit, how they defend their work. No, but I mean, you don't have to call her a hoe. I mean, somebody will want her one day. Yeah, but not the guy that you want. Somebody's gonna want you, but not the person or the man that you really want, that you in your heart of heart that you want. You just gotta get another idiot. That's what happens in the United States and Western society. This is what happens, look, man. They go wild. They party until they're 35. They fucking fuck everything that moves. Once they get tired, they retire and look for an idiot to get married to. Case closed. You understand?
Right.
They start fishing for some idiot, some guy who's fucking overweight that looks like a Avalon Hunter, that piece of shit. And you understand? They start looking for guys of that nature. They fucking use them. They get married and like, I gotta have children. I'm 35. Ooh, my what is it called? The clock is moving on me. Yeah, but I mean, you are high value at 23, at
They don't
24.
just they don't get it. You know, Mother Nature gives them
Yeah,
their value, and Father Time takes it away.
yeah.
And it's this quote, you know, they can't run from, and it's when it's too late is when they get pulse wall clarity.
They have a
After they
song.
hit that wall.
They have a song called "Time Is on My Side." Yes, it is. That's what it is. Because women have the upper hand until they reach 30 years old. After they reach 30, then their value starts to go down. Then men value starts to go up. And who makes the final decision on relationships?
Men do, and
Who gives the ring?
men, they get on one knee.
That's it. They control the box, but they cannot control the thing they want and they dying for is a relationship or marriage. They have no control over that. They spend their whole life fucking around, looking for from different men from different places, chasing men with high value, or he's got a better car, or he has a nice job. But the guy's using the girls, man. He's just going through them like a fucking wildfire. And these women, they're waiting for that final offer. They're never gonna get it, and they just end up being alone or in relationship they really don't want to,
They
or
end
with
up
men,
being recreational use for the datas.
or with men they really hate. But our message here at this podcast is, yo, don't be fooled. Do your due diligence. Vet all the girls. Don't overspend your money in the beginning. Even if you meet, it's hard to meet women these days because the way of the Me Too movement, the way our culture is. You don't know how to approach women anymore at the gym. You like, should I say hi? Should I say something? Am I going to get yelled at? So this is the whole fucking problem. And if you get women through apps, vet them because you don't know you might get. You might get a fucking traumatized hoe or a douchebag hoe. Can we say hoe on YouTube? I've been saying,
Yeah,
not my.
yeah, I think we could say it, man.
Fuck
We're
it.
not major.
Well, we're talking about the ho ho.
We're not gonna lose our partnership or get demonetized.
We're not making no money. So they just don't spend your money in the beginning. Just relax. Go to a coffee shop, see how it goes, and if it goes, then move on from there. You have to know. First, you have to do one thing. Remember we spoke last time. What do you have to do? They got to get what in shape.
Yeah, they have to get in shape.
They got to saving their money.
Have to focus on themselves. Focus on your money. Build your credit. You know.
I made a list. Can you read how to succeed?
You want me to read it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so how to succeed: talk softly, eat sensibly, breathe deeply, sleep sufficiently, dress smartly, act fearlessly, work patiently, think creatively, behave decently, earn honestly, save regularly, spend, and I can't see it because it's covered.
I can see it. Is that good? Oh, that's
spend intelligently. That's what I'm gonna guess.
It is. That's what it said. Yeah, exactly. That's what, if you do these things, you're good. If you do all that stuff, is good. What else, man? What you got, man?
Yeah, man. I think you just said it all.
I had a debate with Avalon Hunter. You know Avalon Hunter?
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot. And I was speaking to him, and he was reacting to Fresh and Fit. Oh, they don't know how to act. Oh, they don't know how to treat women. Then we got into a little debate. Then I was hitting him hard. You know, I was like, look at you, man. You have no body. You look pale as fuck.
He needs to stick to politics. He can't talk after his wife just got
you need to go to the
rammed by a big black guy.
Because you're the only person who profited out of your wife through what's it called? Only fan shit, whatever, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Only fan is called.
Yeah, only.
You know, I can't get that name out of my head and everything, man.
It's ridiculous, man, and people follow this dude, and I've seen a couple of his clips. He's just so feminine, and just the shit that just comes out of his mouth. You get fact checked and everything. Like 90% of the shit that he says is out his ass.
You know, he used to be a phony grifter. He used to be a conservative. He used to, and after a while, when he started behaving, his behavior wasn't matching his conservative bullshit. You know,
I've seen the
then he had
videos that he was posting with comedy.
then he
with
made
the
a 180.
LGBT.
Yeah, then he made a 180 to try to catch the left. The left, you can't make no money with these motherfuckers. You know, because he's phony, he's fake, he's a phony, he's a fraud. He could not hold on to his marriage, he could not hold on to his wife. How fucking low can you get that you and your wife is gonna go into a only me fan, only me, right? I can't find only fan,
only fans,
yeah, and charge people like $10, whatever, some perverts to watch you have sex with your wife. That's the lowest shit I could see, man. That's subhuman fucking behavior, man. You understand?
Yeah, we live in New York, so you know, fucking ambulances.
Brooklyn is crazy out here. All right, tonight you're gonna watch Fresh and Fit?
Absolutely.
They didn't have a show. Why you didn't have a show the other day?
I don't know. To be honest, he did a whole WWE thing. I didn't expect him to do that.
About the Amazon shit.
He did Amazon. Then later on that night, instead of having the girls, he did a whole show about WrestleMania, WWE.
Oh, I didn't see that. That was dumb. I think they lost a little interest because they lost their partnership on YouTube.
I think what I really think it is, from the day that he announced that he has to move from that condo, he's been slowing down on having guests. He usually has about 8-9 girls. Now he's been slowing down, having only 4 to 5. Not only that, he's been a lot calmer. I've seen the girls the other night were about to have a fight, and he held his composure. He didn't kick nobody out. I guess he's trying to keep it chill. The neighbors have been complaining. He's not Drake, so he can't buy the neighbor's house.
Yeah. All right, look. So we had a good conversation today, right?
Absolutely. Let's get into let's get into a little bit about before we close out. Let's talk about our future episodes and.
Well, we're gonna have to do more research on our episode before we start.
Right.
And subject. We got to get used to we got to be in the mood.
People tell us what you guys need. Comment on the video. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah.
You could also do reaction videos for you guys. If you guys want to come on, give us your opinion. There's a phone number on the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
And just show support. Whether you agree or disagree, you could come up here. We want to hear your opinion. Just add value to the conversation.
All right. We meet next time. Thank you, Luke. I'll see you next week, okay?
Later,
in the middle of the week. I love you, kid. Take care. Bye-bye.